Hey, reviews,
Back up in here, yo.
spoilers. How did it end for Hustlers?
They got probation. Well,
Jennifer Lopez, Constance Wu. Yeah,
they got probation.
this one's gonna be a really quick spoilers. So technically, they do exactly what the trailers tell you. They rip all these guys off.
Yes.
They technically don't say anything wrong with it at first. Jennifer Lopez's character doesn't see anything wrong with it at all whatsoever. Constance Wu's character is the one that actually has a conscience.
Yeah.
Kind of towards the end. Not really. I don't think if she really thought they were going to get caught, I realistically don't think she ever would have cared.
She felt bad that they were taking all the money from people.
She felt like Kobe and was getting upset that Shaq was taking over the team.
Yeah.
Actually, it was the one guy. There's one guy who wasn't really he didn't really have a lot of money.
He wasn't a Wall Street guy, and they just took everything from him.
Basically, he had money because his house burned down.
Yeah, his house burned down.
He had temporary money.
And then I guess he used his corporate card until he lost his job, and she kind of was like,
yep.
And he had an autistic kid. So, all of that was just ooh.
Ate at her.
Yeah.
So, realistically, all that ends up really happening is one of them doesn't do any jail time at all, whatever, because she plea bargains.
What did she plead? Because technically to plead, it means you snitched. But J-Lo only got probation, so...
5 years.
She got 5 years probation. Her character only got 5 years
Remember,
probation.
she was the one that had, the most tie-ins and the most, charismatic
the worst of all of them was, the two other people that had to go to jail on weekends and had probation.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's pretty much how the movie ends.
Yeah, they only went to jail for weekends, for 3 months or something like that.
It was 4.
4 months.
In a row. So weekends.
Weekends, that's it.
Which, realistically, if I read that correctly, I think that means it was 4 weekends. So, I mean, they didn't really there wasn't a lot of penalty.
Yeah, it didn't seem like they got fines.
For her admitting to grand larceny, which is a pretty high thing, that other girl got no jail time at all whatsoever. So...
And it wasn't like they got fined and had to give back the money or anything.
Nope.
So it's
it was just kind of hey, you got duped by these strippers and learn your lesson. I guess don't give monies to your strippers.
Which I'm it's still credit card fraud and everything else. So
yeah.
I'm it should have been way worse than that.
I would have liked to see the grandma in it a little bit more. She was entertaining. She was a good actress. She's a really good actress, actually. She plays Madame Gao in Daredevil.
Yes. Yeah, she did a good job. I mean, she was funny and had her little moments, but it was she's barely in there. And you didn't really see much of the side people. They show up, they might make a little comment or something that might be funny, and then that's it.
Cardi B had her moments. I thought they were going to use her more.
Yeah.
But they don't really.
Yeah. Which I was surprised, they wouldn't buy her in as one of the people for the crew. Right?
Yeah.
They just had her there for a little bit, and she wasn't one of the crew people. It seemed like she would be fit perfectly as one of the crew
100%
people.
for sure.
Yeah.
And said that crazy crackhead Coco gets mentioned more than she does.
Yeah, which is weird.
And then the new girl Dawn is kind of weird too. Anyways, there's a lot of plot holes in here. I'm sure it's probably from the original. I would have changed it a little bit to make it a little bit better, spiced it up a little bit more. There is dancing. They talk about that from that aspect. So if you're into pole workouts or pole fitness or
they show the moves at the beginning
dancing.
And then they're just all right, cool, here's this one workout.
Bam, you got the basics.
You know what you're doing. Montage.
Yeah, and they pretty much were honest, hey, the economy crashed and now women are just turning tricks in the club because no one wants to dance. They just want sexual favors, basically.
Yeah, I'm not here to waste my money at this point.
I
don't have the extra money just to just throw it. So you gotta do something.
It's all precious. You gotta do some strange things with some change.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do it, you out the club.
And so they were we ain't doing strange things for change. We gonna drug you for some change.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how this whole film went after that.
Weird because Cardi B's in the movie and she actually admitted to doing that at some point.
Yes, on Twitter.
Which is why
and Instagram.
It was also weird though she wasn't in the crew because that's what she's done.
Maybe she didn't want to be tied that way. I mean, clearly from this movie, nothing's gonna happen to her. So I guess it don't really matter.
Yeah.
But anywho, that's all I really have for spoilers. I mean, literally what we just summed up in 5 minutes.
Because most of the movie is a montage, like,
there's like a touching girl moment when which is really funny to me, right? It's literally like a crime family moment. They meet for Christmas, and with the money they've stolen, they buy each other Christmas gifts.
Yes. And they pray and thank for that.
Yes, they're like, thank you, Lord, for blessing us with all this money that we've been stealing from these other people who are stealing.
Yeah. Because these guys ain't going to tell nobody, because they don't tell wives to find out that they spent a bunch of money on strippers.
Yep.
So.
System.
Like, you spent how much on strippers? Nah, we'll figure it out. I ain't going to tell my wife.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing to all of our videos. Thank you all the new people out there for watching.
Yeah.
And again, we gave this one a 2.
Dose. A dose for like.
Maybe if you watch it at home, you'll like it more. Or I don't know, like I think women like who really like J-Lo will like it. You'll get to kind of see her in a boss scene.
If you like montages
of strippers,
and then them spending money and shopping.
Usher's in this.
Usher's in it for like a whole 30 seconds to a minute.
It's like 2 minutes.
I mean, like a minute of it is just the back of his head walking, and then eventually you see the.
I'm counting when they first mention his name, and then they play a song.
And then you see the back of his head for like a minute, and it pans over, and then you don't see him because then it focuses on the strippers, and then you see the back of his head again, and then finally you see him. It's like, why did you take
money?
It's like, why did you take time off whatever you were doing to go be in this movie for like? You probably shot for a day for 2 minutes of this movie that wasn't important and wasn't needed at all. I guess to show that how strippers go crazy.
Well, that was her like last day. She remembers being
having
amazing.
fun. Yeah, having fun and enjoying it because all the other money you're getting by robbing these people wasn't fun.
Yep.
I mean, you got a house in Manhattan or like apartment in Manhattan. It's nice.
She said they were pulling in $100,000 a weekend.
Yeah, she's saying she's making more money than surgeons and whatnot.
Brain surgeon.
Like, you're not happy? I mean,
it's not always about the money, man.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, cool. Usher throwing money at you is more happy.
Yep. Again, thanks for all the likes, comments, and subscribe. Subscribe. Click the bell. Click it. We're on our way to 200. I feel it.
You didn't push it. You gotta push the button.
Ian's gonna keep telling you to push the button until you press the button.
Yes. Because Purple Rain tell you to push the button.
Purple Rain.
Somebody give me a mirror.
And we're out. Peace.